National with Donna Friesen.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with a troubling story about drug dealers taking advantage of a Health Canada program and making millions in profit. It involves the medical use of marijuana. Sick and dying Canadians can apply to Health Canada for a license to use marijuana to ease their symptoms. But a joint global national 16/9 investigation has discovered that licensing process is being hijacked by drug dealers. They're taking advantage of it, using a legitimate government program to make big money. Our health specialist, Jennifer Tryon, has our exclusive story tonight.
This is a rare look at a marijuana dealer's grow-up. In exchange for information, we agreed to conceal the grower's identity and the location of his suburban operation.
Basically, I have a Health Canada license to possess. I also have a Health Canada license to grow.
He's got 73 plants in all, enough for 7 kilos of marijuana, and it's all perfectly legal. With his license to grow, he's supposed to use all of this marijuana himself as medication. But there's far more than one person would ever need. He uses the overstock to traffic marijuana. It's how he supports his family. Global News has discovered if you're willing to pay, getting access to a medical marijuana license is easy.
I came to the doctor's office prepared with the Health Canada papers in my hand, cash in my pocket, and hoped for the best. You know, I wouldn't have the license if I didn't pay that $250.
And just like that, he says, his business was born. Most doctors refuse to sign the Health Canada paperwork for a license. That reluctance has led to a bottlenecking of patients flocking to doctors who are willing to see patients and sign, even if it's for money. Dr. Rob Kammermans is one of those doctors. Sources tell Global News that Kammermans has signed off on nearly 5,000 applications for medical marijuana just last year alone. That's nearly 1/3 of all the licenses in Canada. To reach so many people, he runs makeshift clinics out of hotels across the country. Chris Lawson was so desperate for help with his arthritis, he went to one of them. Canada. Now, how many of those are for legitimately sick patients? We suspect we may have just scratched the surface with our investigation, Donna.
And Jen, what's stopping Health Canada from cracking down right now instead of taking 2 years to come up with a new program?
Well, government programs can be slow-moving trains. There's red tape and bureaucracy, and nothing can change overnight. But Health Canada may be forced to get moving more quickly. Now, you'll remember the Ontario Superior Court last spring ruled the program needed to be cleaned up and gave Health Canada 90 days to do it, or it would make marijuana legal for everyone for any purpose. Now, the government has appealed, and that case is going to be heard in May. If they lose, you can bet the court is going to expect changes to the medical marijuana program fast.
Okay, thanks, Jen Tryon. Great work on this. And Jennifer, we'll have much more.
Improve public health and public safety, we need to be willing to think about things very differently.
And their position led to a heated exchange today during question period in the House of Commons.
Canada is now going to be joining the war on drugs in Central and Latin America just at a time when the leaders of those countries are saying clearly and categorically it's the wrong direction for Canada, it's an expensive direction for Canada, and it won't work.
If the Liberal Party wants to legalize marijuana, wants to legalize drugs, the leader of the Liberal Party should be honest, stand up in this place and tell Canadians of this as their big priority. Our priority is jobs.
The Conservatives say they will not back down from their tough on drugs policy.